you up to actually do the maneuvers, you do everything on the ground first. And we've got RJ Gritter taxiing up to 450.
RJ Gritter doing the flying.
He's taxiing up. He's going to pick up our wing walker.
Normally he does the comedy cop.
Nah, I'm announcing the show. I'm not getting on that thing. And we got Beth Sommer.
So I'd like to dedicate today's wing walk to my great uncle Eugene Bynum Hayes. He was a private in the U.S. Army, and he was at Normandy. And he was injured and died July 31st, 1944, 19 years old. So it's Memorial Day. Just remember that we're here doing this awesome stuff today because we're free to do it.
Indeed. Home of the free because of the brave. So today they were doing the wing walk in the Stearman 450. That's the Stearman 1943 Stearman 450. Oh, just listen to that.
And there goes Beth Sommer ready to wing walk. She's in that red, white, and blue. She's in that bright patriotic shirt.
This is the workhorse of our fleet. The workhorse, and it is powered by a 450 horsepower Pratt & Whitney engine, which drives a variable pitch propeller for maximum efficiency. Used for opening skydives and the wing walking acts, this aircraft has been modified to include a special stand, which is used by our wing walkers when aerobatic maneuvers are being performed. So you'll see Beth climb out onto the wing of this perfectly good aircraft. Now, why in the world would she do that? I have no idea. Some people, they just need adrenaline, right? Like they just wake up in the morning, they need adrenaline to just get through the day. So she's gonna get her adrenaline rush by walking out onto the wing of this aircraft while it's flying around at 120 miles an hour.
At Charlotte.
Right. So now, max power, got the smoke on, and listen to the sound of the wing. It's so loud. So that sound that you hear is actually the tip of the propeller breaking the sound barrier as it's going by. Nice steep pull up. And they're going to reposition the airplane to where you can see Beth actually walk out onto the wing. Now he's slowing the aircraft down. Beth is unbuckling the restraint system, her seatbelt, if you will.
Beautiful day for wing walk, and she's in that patriotic red, white, and blue shirt on.
Their left or right. There she is. She's walking across the wing right now. Walking across. She's got wind in her face, 120 miles an hour. And now she's waving at you. And all she has, she's just holding on to the plane herself. There's nothing attaching her to the aircraft whatsoever. She is doing this without any assistance whatsoever. So now she's sitting down on the wing. They're going to come by with another pass, and she's going to be hanging out underneath the wing. Why? Like I said, some people just wake up in the morning, they need that adrenaline rush. I don't wake up in the morning thinking, hey, I want to hang out underneath the wing while the plane's flying around at 120 miles an hour. It's just not my thing. Right? So now she's coming around. She's got her legs locked around the wing strut.
Here she comes.
Saying a prayer. And then she's just gonna lay back. Lay back like so. And then
Look
she's
at
gonna
that.
wave at you again. Hanging out, upside down.
Hanging
underneath the
upside
wing.
down on the wing. Look at that. RJ with her
Incredible.
puffing air show smoke.
I mean, you gotta have like some pretty serious abdominal strength to like go against the
Next
wind
Sunday
and like pull
is
yourself back
our
up
kids'
to where
day.
you're right side up again. She's not done. She's gonna reposition the airplane again. Looks like they're gaining some altitude. So they're gonna come by for another pass. And I believe this maneuver is called the javelin. So she's gonna lay down on the flying wires. It's gonna look like she's Superwoman flying by. There she is. She looks like a little teeny tiny dot. Laying on the flying wires, flying around like a superhero. Smoke is on. Get your cameras ready. Zoom on in. And there she is. Laying out, flying. Very nice. So you have to like skillfully walk
Oh
on
boy,
these
here we
wings
go with
because
the
the
next
wings,
one.
they're fabric. And they're not made out of aluminum or anything. And you'll see when they pull the airplanes up close, you know, they got fabric wings. So she can't like step like normal. Right? She's gotta step on the ribs of the wings. Right? And they're spaced ever so far apart. Probably about a good 6 to 12 inches or so. So she's got to do that, and she's got to do it very gingerly. You know, don't want to just stomp and move around because you might break the ribs of the wings. So now she is moving to the top of the airplane. She's going to get on the stand. That is incredible. The plane is turning and she's climbing up on top of the wing. Now she's standing on top of the aircraft. Standing on top, holding on to the stand. There we go. Waving at you. Oh no, it's not enough to just stand at the top of the airplane. We gotta do some aerobatics in it too, while standing on top of the aircraft. Just climbing on up to about 1,500 feet. And he's gonna point the nose straight at the runway with Beth standing on top of the runway. Adding a lot of power. Pointing the runway, straight at the ground. They're looking at the ground. Pull back hard. Standing on top of the wing. Unbelievable. Why would you want to do that? Why? It looks cool. I'll give it to you. It looks cool. I'm just not doing it. So they're going to reposition and they're going to come by for another photo pass. Go ahead, get your cameras ready. Get that zoom just right. Here's the shot you've been looking for all day, right here. Very nice. Now, like I said before, the process is about 2 years. It takes about 2 years to properly train a wing walk. You don't want to say anything? Addison is not about that spotlight. But you got some posters. Okay, we got some wing walking posters. Got some wing walking posters for you to check out. You can get all the pilots and the wing walker to sign it. Definitely grab yourself a poster. Grab yourself a poster. The process takes about 2 years to do every single maneuver that you're going to do on the ground first. And then they take you up to about 3,000 feet. And then that's where you